Good morning. This is Reverend Dr. Christine Emmerling, and with us are Reverend Mark Stuefloten and Reverend Teresa Stuefloten. To everyone listening, we welcome you to our Community of Infinite Spirit Sunday service, and we thank you for joining us. We will begin with an opening song by Reverend Donna Michael from her album, Into the Light, titled, The Love of God.
I am the love of
And let us join together in prayer, beginning with the Divine Science Statement of Being. God is all, both invisible and visible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God, and ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. We shall now form our circle of love, joining us together. Love is more than a word or a feeling. Love is a power that lives within us. We can activate this love by our focus, our intention, beginning with our heart center. We breathe into it the very life and breath of God, the holy sacred breath. And this love radiates through our whole body and being. When we exhale, it radiates and expands forth, connecting us all together, heart to heart. Our love continues to expand to include everyone and all life everywhere, all dimensions, all worlds, all universes. For we are truly one, one in spirit, one in God, one in love. And so it is. Amen. Today I've selected a reading from Divine Science, its principle and practice, from the chapter on unfoldment. All of us have looked at a full-blown flower and marveled that such beauty could unfold from the tiny brown seed, or from the lifeless-looking bulb. But we have seen this happen so often that we have come to accept the fact that the complete pattern of the perfected plan and blossom is implanted within the dormant seed or bulb, and that the impulse for growth which will bring it to fruition is also involved within its very nature. We have not always realized that the same is true in the case of mankind. That is, that the pattern of his beautiful, perfect Christhood is implanted within his innermost nature. That the spirit of life within him, as within the seed, sets as law to manifest the fullness of his potentialities. Man's Christ-like characteristics and nature will unfold through the process of growth and development until the consciousness of the individual brings forth the outpicturing of the Christ. So this is the latent possibility and destiny for the individual. Each one will become Christed. Divine science acknowledges an infinite presence and truth ever present with all creation. But it also acknowledges the process by which the creature grows, unfolds, and comes into a full-blown conscious realization of himself and his place in the cosmic order of life. This process is called spiritual evolution, unfoldment, increasing awareness of truth, or the law of spiritual maturity. To substantiate the process of unfoldment is the fact that all creation proceeds from the infinite. But before visible creation could possibly appear, there must have been first the spiritual pattern for it in God mind. Thus we see the greater by far is the God idea or prototypal man implanted within us than is our present human expression of it. Man is the Son of God, but as a son of man, he has not yet put on that completeness which is latently his in God mind. Within the thought of evolution is the recognition of a persistent urge in all living things to move on, to progress to new things and new experiences. There is an innate urge that speaks in every soul, aspirations in every human heart, which indicate the evolutionary tendency of the universe. The indefinable spirit which keeps us moving onward and upward is the great guardian of humanity. It forwards creation's spiritual evolution for the purpose of ultimately bringing out all the hidden wonders and beauties of the God mind. We shall now move into meditation. Let us turn inward to our holy temple. Imagine the seed idea of the Christhood as within our very heart. Imagine it growing brighter and expanding throughout our mind, body, and soul. This divine presence is ever with us and within us. It is our guiding light, the still small voice within us, and it's the stirring within that keeps us seeking, knowing we are something even greater. I am ever with you. I I am the I within you. I am ever with you. I am the I within you. I am ever with you. I am the I within you. I am the joy within you. I am the beauty within you. I am the wisdom and intuition within you. I am the love within you. I am the strength within you. I am the healing power within you. I am all the good within you. I am the ever unfolding divine within you. And let us take a few moments in silence to experience this inner light and presence. And so it is. As we begin to bring our attention back, let us take a few moments in gratitude. We are grateful for these mindful words of truth and for these moments knowing our at-one-ment. We give thanks for this expanded awareness. Amen. We shall now have the song Swing Wide the Doors by Daniel Nahmod from his album Sacred Love.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. All right now, swing wide the doors. The time is right. Time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
And it is my pleasure now to turn this over to Reverend Mark.
Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful wet day today here in San Martin. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Christine, for that reminder of the power of love in our life and to open our hearts wide to give and receive love. It's what I say is what everyone and every creature really wants, is to love and be loved. But a lot of our life is directed by the questions we ask ourselves. The more and better questions we ask ourselves, the better direction we get, better focus we get. Every morning I get up and do my routine and sit down for meditation. I start always with a thank you to the universe, to the divine, to life, for another day. And I ask the question, how can I be of service today? How can I be helped? How can I contribute to the good of this day for myself and for others I see? And sometimes I'll have other questions and concerns that will come up, and I'll usually ask them or just sit with them at the end of my meditation. Now, I've learned through the years that there's a great wealth, though, in leaving things to the unknown, having some mystery in your life. It's a great fuel for creative imagining and thinking and pondering and wondering. It's like you can look up in the night sky and see all the stars, all the planets, all the lights, and you can wonder, how many other planets are there up there that have life? And life like we have life here, developed, that are looking back on us, wondering the same things. To use imagination in a creative way is really a wonderful divine tool that our Creator gave us. Reverend Roy Jean Davis, in his book on creative imagining, said, creative imagining is imagining what is possible for you. Have you asked that lately? What is possible for me now in my life where I'm at? I'm going to bet there's a lot more possibilities for great things for you to achieve and to experience, yet to be in your life, that you haven't yet discovered. But the possibility is right there with you now. An example, I've done artwork all my life. And I've been up and down on the yo-yo, sometimes successful, sometimes failing. I have imagined many times what it would be like to be a famous artist. In later life, I imagine what it would be to be a working full-time artist. I'm now making my living in ministry, but I kind of call it like it is. Ministry is very creative. You use a lot of different tools. Artist, writer, speaker, you use all those tools. Now, I do have creative talents and some skills in those areas. So it's possible for me to work full-time doing creative work, but it just never happened. It was not always possible. And sometimes it takes time for situations and circumstances that we've imagined and prayed about and thought about to happen, to open up for us. It takes a while sometimes for what we imagine, need, or want, or desire manifests. Because it's a process of the universe, you, our Creator, grace, all that comes together. And sometimes we don't know the best time. We think the best time is always right now. And sometimes that's true. What we dream about, desire, or need do manifest sometimes instantly into our life. The ministry path opened for me a place where I could use all my skills. I never thought of it as I began the ministry. I never thought of it that I could use all these tools that I dreamed about being a famous artist with or a full-time artist. In the ministry, it embodies all that. As a minister, I have the opportunity to use my creative energies in everything I do. Reverend Davis, in his book on creative imagining, tells us that whatever you can vividly imagine and believe to be possible for you and is in accord with the laws of nature can be expressed or experienced. Imagine and anticipate your highest good. Either create ideal circumstances or attract them into your life. End of quote. Well, I think how the process works is I have ideas of what I imagine I want to be or want to experience. But the universe knows better my place. And it brought me to the ministerial path. But it surprised me that I could use all these talents that I enjoy. It's important that we don't push ourselves or stress out over trying to manifest our needs and desires. Meditate on it. Then let it go for a while. Like let it sit on a stove and cook and bubble. Visualize how it will be when your goals are achieved or you receive what you need. How will life be? Try to feel your experience. Try to act as if you have received it already. But keep a wide enough view of it. Make room enough for God's ideas in it. The Spirit has ideas too. How we should shape and how we should live to fit into our life purpose and journey. Keeping a journal, writing down your desires and needs and wants, and watch and wait. And when something comes along that expresses or begins to move in a direction or gives you the ideas, write it down so you can look back on your journal and you will see that the universe is moving for you, causing everything in your life to work for your good. You will see that you are expressing and experiencing life as you imagine it's happening right now where you are. It just doesn't always look like you imagine it as it's shaping up. That's why a journal is important to look back. I've looked back on my journal. I go, oh, wow. Yes, this is why that happened. This is why this is happening now. Now, we do our part. We put it out there in the universe. Now, Mr. Rogers said something very important, and it hits right with the idea of creative imagining. He says, Imagining something may be the first step in making it happen, but it takes the real time and real effort, real people to learn things, make things turn thoughts into deeds, or visions into inventions. End of quote. That's why when we imagine what is possible for us, it has to be something, some talent, something within us that we know we have to express, to use. Otherwise, it's fantasy. That is why creative imagining says to imagine what is possible for you. Because when you imagine it, then you'll want and need the tools to accomplish it. And you'll have those, or you'll gain those skills if it's part of your purpose in life. Now, myself, I can't sing, I can't carry a tune. I was kicked out of bongo class. It sounds like a joke, but I did take bongos, and the guy says I had no rhythm, it was too slow. And I can tell you that anybody that has been to our church years ago would tell you that they wouldn't want to listen to my singing. So if I said, and I mean I'd probably get a lot of doubtful stares and glares from people, but if they heard me sing, they'd know why once I open up my mouth. So if I told you that next week I'm going to sign a recording contract with Capitol Records and I'm going to be lead singer with a rock band next week, go on tour, that's fantasy. That's not even part of my purpose or calling in life. So when you imagine, think of the talents you have, what's going on in your life, where do you want to go? Put it together that way. And then you're going to expand on that creative imagining. Imagine how it will be when you have succeeded in that dream and that vision. And also remember, count your blessings. You have succeeded in several things. One, you're here, a divine being, a spiritual being, having a human experience. And that is a hard thing to accomplish in itself. Being here is a blessing. It's not a punishment. Here in this realm, we can learn many things that we can't learn anywhere else. So you're already a winner. You're here. So stick around as long as you can. Now, I used to do gag cartoons. I sent them in. Oh, don't get me wrong. I was working full-time at other jobs, but I was selling some to magazines. Now, imagine again how it would be to be published, cartoonist. I visualize in my mind seeing myself in many magazines doing interviews. Oh, I went all the way. I was on television, living well in the public eye. Now, that might have been possible for me, but I didn't have the drive. I didn't have the, I gave up. I didn't carry the ball far enough. And there is where we fail sometimes. We run out of fuel, we want to say, or give up for some inner reason. That's why I say there's a lot more possibilities for all of us than we can imagine. So we don't want to give up. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are divine. You are a co-creator with the infinite, imagining, praying, affirmatively praying with expectations of living life at our highest good. All this will be heard by the universe. The universe will move accordingly. But if we give out, if we goof off, and don't give ourselves fully over to the dream or the cause, the universe won't either. We need to have our needs and desires manifested, but again, the Spirit will want them to match and will match our purpose in life. Now, there's a success principle out there in the universe, and it says, when you do more than you're paid to do, you will eventually be paid more for what you do. Zig Ziglar coined that, but it's also a spiritual law. The reason why a lot of people fail is they think they're going to just do the minimum, do what's expected of them. And that's the same thing with our dreams and our visions. We have to go the extra mile for ourselves and for those we influence. We have to give more than what's expected of us. In Jesus' time, the Roman soldiers occupied his country. The Roman soldiers could make a person stop whatever they're doing and carry the Romans' backpacks for 1 mile. Jesus said, whoever tells you to carry their bags a mile, carry them 2 miles. Even going the extra mile for those we don't really have a desire to makes a big difference in speaking to the universe. Be willing to go the extra mile, to give the extra effort. And don't go by what the situation is now. Maybe you're not succeeding. Maybe all your efforts seem to be going down a dark hole, but they're not. Things take time to manifest. Things take time to change, but everything is on the universal time, the perfect time for these things to happen. I can tell you for myself, there's some positions in life that I held, if I went into them early on in my life, I wouldn't have been able to handle. I wouldn't have had the good experiences I've had. They had to come at the right time. And again, I can tell you, and I know we all know inside ourselves, reasons why we did not achieve at the level of success we imagined and visualized. Well, in my case, when opportunity knocked, I didn't give it enough of myself. I held back, only opened the door to wide enough to let their foot in the door. And at the same time, I could tell you why I did succeed in other things is because I gave my all. And at those times, I really wasn't trying because I was willing. Be willing to give it all a try. Be willing to not give up. Go ahead and walk that extra mile. Do those extra things that make life maybe a little bit tougher on you, but in the end, it'll be effortless. The rewards will be greater. Imagine what is possible for you. Whatever you can vividly imagine, believe to be real. If it can be manifested in accordance with the laws of nature, can be expressed and experienced. Imagine and anticipate your highest good. Either create ideal circumstances or attract them into your life. Rediscover this year. Discover what's good, what you've overlooked. And how do you find all the good in your life? I'll tell you the formula. Later on today, take inventory of all the people in your life and your pets. Take inventory of all the items and all the stuff, all the junk you have. cars, trucks, everything you have, even the stuff or utensils you have stuffed in the drawers, are hidden in the closet, or attic, or basement. In your yard, what's out there in the yard? Swings, slides, yard statues, anything. Count them. Get a real good inventory. Write it all down on paper. Got it? Yes. Not so tough. Now go down the list and bless everything and everyone on that list and declare them all good. Got it? Perfect. You have just declared your creation good. Same thing as our Creator did. Look at the creation after it was finished and declared it good. Because at the core of your being, you are whole, complete, perfect. You are loved. Declare everything in your life good, and it will reflect goodness. It will be good to very good. Stay in the present moment. In the present moment, all is good. The divine presence is there. Everything that you need and desire to be happy is there in the present moment. Everything we need and desire is in the present moment, right where you are. The divine light shines brightly on us 24/7. We are never in the dark. The more we focus on good people in our life, the things in our lives, the more good people and good possibilities we draw into our life. We realize it's all good. Everything is working for my good. That's a good affirmation. I use it a lot. Everything is working for my good. And like everybody else, sometimes I can hardly say that, but I know it's true. Because there's only good and very good. And I can't explain a lot of it, but I know I live on faith. When we realize there is only good in our lives, we see more of the good that's present all around us and has always been there. In this new year, let's rediscover the good in our lives. Discover the new possibilities for good that is presently unseen, unappreciated, unrecognized. Together we will do visualizations using our imaginations to create and draw the attention of all the world. They will see us. They will say, gee, there's something about this person. Well, there's something about everyone. Be an example. Be a shining light. Let your divine light shine. All we need and desire to create the life we truly believe we were intended to live is here in the present moment, not only for ourselves, but for all beings. And may God bless you, keep you safe, keep you dry, and be decidedly happy. Decide to be happy and to bless everything in your life now. Declare it all good. Amen. Now, I'll turn our service over to Reverend Teresa for her inspiring message at Loving Circle.
Thank you, Reverend Mark, for the inspirational message. Now we have come to the divine, loving, healing, gratitude portion of our service. We give gratitude for that which is ours to give and for that which we have received. I invite you to say our Community of Infinite Spirit gratitude prayer with me now. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Divine Spirit, we joyfully thank you for all of the blessings that you pour into our lives continuously. As we open ourselves to receive, we see the blessings that are poured out upon us. We have only to open our consciousness in willingness to receive, believing in the truth of abundant divine supply, giving into the flow as we open our hearts to receive. Gratitude for our blessings opens the space for more blessings to flow into us, so we say thank you. We affirm that we are so blessed. We are so grateful for every blessing, no matter how small. Our Creator loves us unconditionally with divine love, and we share that love with others, knowing we are one with all life. We are one heart and one mind. We are truly grateful for the blessings of love and donations that flow into the community of Infinite Spirit. With deep faith, we know that we are always supported by divine. We wish true divine love and all perfect divine blessings for everyone. May all be healthy and happy. May all be peaceful and free. May all prosper and thrive and experience the auspicious blessings of this life. And so it is. Amen. Donations to the community of Infinite Spirit may be made on the donation page of our website, and thank you for your generosity. I invite you to join me now in the Healing Prayer Circle. I invite you to close your eyes and imagine you are standing in a circle, holding hands with spiritual friends, all beautiful divine expressions. Feel the joyful blessing of the warm, loving hands, connecting us in consciousness, heart to heart. This is a holy circle. The ground on which we stand, our sacred Mother Earth, is holy ground. As we begin a new year, we focus on the blessings that are flowing forth into this new year. This is a time for new beginnings, a time to begin to truly see who we are as spirit having a human experience. It is time to open our eyes to a new vision for our life and for humanity. We are one. All of the goodness that we wish for ourselves, we wish for all beings. This is the time to finally see our oneness with all life and embrace all of life with love. I invite you to see your life in wholeness in this new year. I invite you to see your physical body in perfect health and wholeness, divine light filling every cell and every organ, bringing perfect balance and harmony to all of the systems of your physical body. I invite you to see your consciousness lifted to the highest in this new year, filled with truth, peace, light, and love. Your consciousness is in harmony with your life, bringing you into the experience of perfect divine life. I invite you to see all relationships in your life moving into complete harmony in this new year, filled with divine love and compassion for one another. I invite you to see our entire planet moving into complete peace and harmony in this new year. As each one of us awaken to the truth of who we are the sparks that lift others into an awakened life. We assist all of life in awakening as we open our own consciousness to allow our own awakening. See the light of your consciousness growing brighter and brighter each day of this new year, bringing divine love, peace, and joy to all of humanity. Let us remember to go within each day in prayer and meditation, connecting with the true divine self. Let us remember in every moment that we live, move, and have our being in God, in goodness. Let us remember that by divine grace, we are choosing to be peacemakers and light workers. It is our destiny to hold the vision of peace in our awakened consciousness with radical divine hope and deep faith. We are your heart and your hands in this earth realm as we share our time, our blessings, and our awakened consciousness. We are grateful to serve. May we be a blessing to our fellow beings every day. May the divine love we send out open hearts everywhere, awakening all beings to the truth of the beautiful light of their divinity, their oneness with the divine, and their oneness with all beings. Thank you, Spirit, for this understanding of truth. Om, peace, amen, and so it is. Our announcements for today: we invite you to join us on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time for the Chakra Meditation by calling 518-418-1389. Join us live next Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time at the same number. We invite you to visit our website, communityofinfinitespirit.org, to access the resources we have available. You can listen to podcast recordings of our Sunday services and meditations on our website under Healing Words and on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel at Community of Infinite Spirit. We also post daily affirmations and short inspirational messages on our Facebook page. We have an ongoing Zoom book study group Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Our current book is The Science of Self-Empowerment by Greg Braden. We also have a dedicated Joel Goldsmith Zoom book study group Wednesday mornings at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. See the details on our website to sign up for either or both of these Zoom book studies. You may sign up for our newsletter and announcements via email on our website. You are invited to follow and like us on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Community of Infinite Spirit. If you would like email and text reminders of our Sunday service, events, and book studies, you can join our meetup group, Community of Infinite Spirit, and RSVP at www.meetup.com. If you would like to donate to the Community of Infinite Spirit, you may do so on the donation page of our website via PayPal or credit card, or by postal mail at the address at the bottom of our homepage. We are truly grateful for all donations, and we thank you for your generosity in supporting the Community of Infinite Spirit. Now we will have our closing song.
Thank you, Reverend Teresa, for that beautiful meditation and prayer. We're going to have the song by Karen Drucker from her album Songs of the Spirit, titled The Praising Song.
Children
This concludes our service. You are wished infinite blessings, perfect health and wholeness, love, peace, joy, faith, and hope in this new year. Have a wonderful week. Remember to live in the light of awakened consciousness, seeing the best coming forth in each day. Namaste. The divine in me sees the divine in you.